Okay, in this video, we're going to sharpen a serrated knife. Now, typically, serrations are these little tiny teeth. And they're very strong, they're very powerful, they do a lot of slicing, cutting work. It's more like a little saw than it actually is a knife. And what does the actual cutting work is the little tips. The tips of these little blades here are what get run down. But the scallopy part is what leaves the tips open and exposed to do their work. Now, what's very common is people grab a little file and they go after every little serration, little scallop in there. And they spend a lot of time on the scallopy part, but the scallopy part doesn't do the cutting, it's the tips. So if we lose the sharpness here on these tips, that's what we got to try to restore. So we're not going to use the front sharpener here on the SELECTOOL. It's actually too abrasive. It would tear the teeth right off of this knife. What we are going to do is use those two little inserts here on the side, left and right, and we're going to simply brush the blade, just like this. We're going to brush the blade. And by brushing, you brush the tips. And both of these inserts working together makes those tips very sharp.
How hard are you pushing?
So when I'm pushing here, when I'm pulling, you simply brush these tips. It's a very light pressure. You just have to use enough to get those tips nice and clean. And once you do that, it's a very, very easy knife to use. See? Nice and clean, nice and tight. Now here's the big brother, the bread knife. It's the same exact layout. These little teeth are larger. So we're going to do the exact same process here. We don't have to worry about going left and right at all. All we're going to do is simply draw the blade right straight through. Let it touch the tips of every single one of those teeth. And don't worry if it makes a chattering noise. That's not really that important. It's the tips. And the tool, as you notice, it actually tilts itself. That tilting makes that blade, these little inserts, align themselves directed back at yourself, so it's very easy to brush. So 4, 5, 6, or 7 strokes. However, you look down those teeth, you see they're nice and straight. Now, if perchance it didn't sharpen those up, if these teeth are really worn down, there's a lot of roundedness on them, you can use the front sharpener. I recommend that you turn the SELECTOOL into a tool sharpener by removing the little screw and extending that to the middle insert, the middle hole, and that will extend this out so that we're going to do this solely on the flat side, not on the scallopy side. Don't touch that side at all, just on the flat side here. We're going to put that flat on the front insert, the front guide. No rolling, no angling at all, and we're going to go after the back of those serrations. And simply do this to make the back of those teeth nice and sharp. And that's all you have to do. And then wipe off that knife. Okay, and that will bring those teeth back quite a ways further than perhaps you had before. And then these are nice and sharp as well. Your bread knives, they work a lot better when they're nice and sharp. Let's go ahead and also cover, this is called a micro serrated knife. They make full kitchen sets with the micro serrations, these little tiny, tiny teeth. They're very challenging to sharpen. Usually, as you use them, you can see these little tiny teeth right here, these little tiny teeth, they start to bend and fold over. And so the SELECTOOL, the little notches here, the little inserts on the side, great way to straighten those. Just continue to do this. And then check out those teeth, and they straighten themselves up quite a bit. You can even sight down the knife like this. Just look straight down it, see where those teeth are. Those are looking pretty good, so we brought that one back with hardly any effort at all. See, those are really sharp. Let's go ahead and also cover, sometimes we have a serrated knife that's part of a regular pocket knife, see. So you've got the regular part. We're going to sharpen the regular part right up here in the front sharpener, like we normally do. We sharpen from the tip around the curve and stop on top of those teeth. Stop right there on top of those teeth, but then over here, you finish up both sides to get the blade nice and sharp. And then as far as these serrations, as you hone the straight part, right and left, you simply brush the serrations right straight through. And that'll hit the tips of every one of those little teeth. and keep those nice and tight. So the whole knife, not just one piece of it, the whole knife. The tip, the curve, and those teeth. That's how you keep a nice sharp edge on every part of that knife. Keep all your knives as sharp as you can for the rest of your life. Use the Select tool. Happy sharpening.